are you going? I just turned the camera on to say hi to you. That's my monster. Don't, you can't have it. You can't, no. No. First of all, I'm looking like a hot mess. I feel like every video I have to talk about how awful and disgusting I look, when really I should just shut up about it or stop looking like a hot mess every time I film. Well, I'm gonna probably always look like a hot mess when I film, so I'm just gonna shut up about it. It is so beautiful today. That's a motorcycle coming through. Oh, why am I showing you guys this? You can't even see. Well, there's no clouds in the sky, and it's like 70 something degrees. I tried to work outside today for a little bit, but I got cold. We have like a balcony. I was working outside in our balcony. And then I came in here for like a 30-minute nap. Definitely turned into a 2-hour nap. So what have I been doing on this beautiful Saturday? Napping and working inside all day. But it's supposed to be this beautiful in Michigan all week. I'm so excited. Also, this is so random, but I want to show you guys the outfit I'm wearing to church tomorrow, because I rarely get a chance to dress up and be cute, and basically Sunday when I go to church is usually it, unless there's some other like event happening in my life, which is usually like a church event happening on a Sunday anyway. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. Alright, look at jean jacket. I remember I got this jean jacket like literally 3 years ago, and I kept going back and forth over it because I was like, oh, are jean jackets even like a thing anymore? Like, I feel like they're not like stylish or cute anymore. But people are still wearing jean jackets, right? I mean, I'm gonna keep wearing mine because I look good in it. So I have this jean jacket from Forever 21, and underneath I have this like flowy white tank top. Okay, side note, this is my favorite line on every shirt ever. Like, my favorite style of shirt is one that's like flowy and then has this where it like comes to a point in front, or is at least like rounded down in front and is like shorter on the sides. I don't know why. This is very flattering for me, especially like it just seems to be flattering for someone with like bigger thighs. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I am. And then I have this gold chain from Charming Charlie's. And then I have this skirt that I just bought from Charlotte Russe that I have yet to wear. Just like a pencil skirt that goes to like a couple inches above my knee. It's maiden voyage tomorrow. Such a weirdo. And then I have these new shoes from Forever 21 that are super cute. I'm probably gonna be super painful to wear, but I just got these and they're very cute. But this means I need to paint my toes tonight. Probably should have got a pedicure today. Sorry, I was too busy napping and being indoors and wasting the sunshine. But yeah, I haven't given you guys a weight update in a while because my weight is still a little bit all over the place from last weekend when I had like the accidental cheat weekend, and this past week I was like 90% consistent. Like, I just was not 100% on point. Like, it was, and that's why I don't like the cheat weekends, because they throw my momentum so badly. It's not, and it sucks because it's like if I would have just gotten 100% back on track this week with no like issues, then I would totally be back to where I was a week ago. But because I like let the cheat weekend kind of mess with my mentality, I definitely was only like at like 85% accuracy this week with my macros, which I know I'm gonna pay for, which means like my weight is still up a couple pounds. But today I hit everything perfectly because I know myself, and I know that what I need always is just like a perfect day of like hitting my macros and killing my workout to feel like, okay, I can do this. Like, I did it today, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah, oh, I see people outside barbecuing. Why am I not outside barbecuing? And that neighbor has their motorcycle out. I wish I had a motorcycle. Probably would kill myself on it, literally. Still want one though. I fixed myself so I feel a little bit less like I look like I took a nap all day. But yeah, so even though it was like a weird week, it makes me even more glad that I'm not competing this year, just because I feel like this past week would have been a lot worse if I knew in the back of my head, like, okay, Lynette, you have to get it together. Like, you're gonna step on stage in X amount of weeks. And I've been seeing a lot of my friends at the gym who are competing, and, you know, seeing how tired and exhausted they're getting, and, you know, how much this is taking out of them. And it's so weird. Like, I I miss competing. I have a little bit of like nostalgia when I look back at my posts from like a year ago and I think about the grind and how excited I was to get on stage, but also I remember how sore I was all the time and how exhausted I was all the time and how hungry I was all the time. And you know, I prepped last year for 22 weeks, I think, from like early January until the first week of June. And it was just a really long time to be accountable to someone and to be pressured to be exactly on point. I mean, ideally in my life, I'd like my diet to pretty much be on point all the time, just because I know balance and consistency is what's best for my body. But it was, you know, it's just nice this week that like, even though I wasn't perfect this week, I don't have anyone else who could make me feel bad for it. And that's kind of what, like, I don't know, bugs me about some coaches, is them making their clients feel bad for the mistakes they made in their diet that week. I don't know, for me, when my clients mess up, even if they're messing up 2 and 3 weeks in a row or like the whole time they've hired me, the worst thing that you can make a person do is feel guilty about food. I think that that's the first thing that starts to inspire like eating disorders and anxiety around food, is teaching people to feel guilty about food. And I never ever want any of my clients to feel guilty about food, especially if you're like on vacation or it's a family event or your birthday or something. Like when my clients check in and they say like, dude, sorry, I blew my macros out of the water yesterday because it was my birthday. I'm like, well, happy freaking birthday. I hope that you enjoyed all those cake macros because you deserve it. It's your birthday. I'm not even gonna be mad about that. And so I never want to train my clients to feel guilty about food ever. And I never want them to be afraid that I'm gonna make them feel bad for their dieting mistakes. Now, there's a difference when I've got clients who are just fooling around and saying, well, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I'm sticking to my macros pretty consistently. Like, no, don't lie to me and don't lie to yourself. You know, if you have a result that you really want, you do need to stay on track. But, and a lot of times too, if my clients like consistently are not staying on track, it might be better for you to just take time off from dieting right now, because if you can't stay on track like week after week after week, it's probably making your life harder to try to stay on track. So I will a lot of times be like, dude, I think it's time for you to just chill for a little bit. Like, stop tracking your macros, or if you do, track them at maintenance, because I think it'd be better to at least at the end of the day have not failed at something, but to just be living your life for a little bit. And I actually see a lot of success with that with some clients, where I encourage them to take time off with dieting, and then a month or 2 later they come back and they're ready to kill it. You know, I don't think every time is right for every person to diet. I definitely feel like this year there's been so many weeks where one week I will want it and then the next week I just won't want it. And it sucks because you need to have consistent weeks every week to get the result that you're looking for. My arm is tired. You know, you need that consistency to get the result that you're looking for. I don't know where this is all going. It's just stuff that I've been thinking about. But I do want this right now. I do want to tone up a little bit more. Oh my God, I just said tone up. I just used the word tone to describe my own body. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Just kidding. It's kind of like a thing in the bodybuilding world that female personal trainers do not like the word toned. I happen to not mind it because I know what people mean when they say toned. But whatever. I definitely still want this. This past week was just kind of an off week, like I said, because I lost my momentum by having that big bad weekend when I built up like 3 or 4 weeks of consistency and good momentum and results. But today was really, really good. Today it was kind of like a reminder of what it feels like to be on track, and I feel like I'm back on track. So hopefully we can just keep progressing forward. There are 5 weeks until my vacation. I go at the end of May, I think like the 23rd of May, 22nd of May. I'm going to Gatlinburg with my family, like the Pigeon Forge area. It's me and my parents and my husband. We're gonna stay in like a giant luxury cabin in the mountains. It's my favorite vacation. I've done it probably 6 times in my life. Matt and I even went there on our honeymoon. It's just my favorite thing ever to just stay up in the Smoky Mountains in a cabin and like wake up every day to the view of the cabin, or of the view of the mountains, and to just spend the whole week like hiking and being outside, and probably like we might do whitewater rafting. We've done that before, or horseback riding in the mountains. It's just like the most relaxing week ever, and I'm so excited to be like kicking off the summer with that vacation. So yeah, I feel like when I'm editing, I catch myself saying, so yeah, like a lot, like more than I even show you guys, because I edit it out sometimes because I'm like, Lynette, stop. We're not gonna end this little chit chat by saying that. We're gonna end it with like, cool. Good morning, YouTube. It is, can you not? It is bright and early Sunday morning. I didn't finish filming last night, but I wanted to film my cardio routine on my spin bike today. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I found that when I got my spin bike, I really struggled to like get my heart rate up and feel like I was actually working really hard on my spin bike. I don't know if it's because I'm at home and so I'm like, I don't feel like I need to work hard because like the gym atmosphere totally makes me work harder. But I have found kind of like a routine that I do on my spin bike to make sure my heart rate stays up. So I will be showing you guys that. I'm very tired. And this kitten is very cute. Very cute.
What's up, guys? I just wanted to take you through my home spin bike cardio routine. Ever since I got this bike, like I said, it's been hard to kind of like keep the pace up, but first of all, I just start out with kind of a general warm-up. I know I'm not going to be able to get going unless I kind of like really get myself kind of just, warming up, not going super fast. I like to gain speed by standing up on the spin bike. It's kind of like riding a normal bike. You gain speed by standing up. I also like to stretch on my upper body a little bit just because I can get kind of tense from not doing anything other than like gripping the handles. So yeah, like I said, I like to gain speed and kind of like get myself worked up to pedaling faster by standing up and pedaling. It just helps me to kind of bring the speed up when I come sit back down. So I'll kind of do a few cycles of standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down, just to, like I said, gain a little bit of speed. Bending over like that lets me isolate glutes really well. So sometimes I'll just throw that in there just to isolate glutes. Now here I'm standing up probably for a count of 8 and then sitting back down for 8 counts. This is how I start kind of like doing some intervals to get my heart rate really up. Standing for 8 counts and then sitting for 8 counts, and maybe it's like 4 counts. I don't know the official timing of counts, but basically I stand and pedal and then sit and pedal. And then I start to like shorten those to where now it's just like 4 counts or 2 counts, if you will. And the shorter the intervals, obviously, the more you're working hard. This is kind of the fastest way to like get my heart rate super high. So I'll do this for like a minute and then go back just to like normal pedaling for a minute or so. But yeah, this is the key in making sure that your heart rate gets up high while doing the spin bike. Again, I like to bend over like this because it really helps me isolate my glutes. Like my butt will be sore if I spend, a few minutes doing that specific thing on the bike. So I also like to do this where I sit down, I lean in that position, and then I stand back up. Sit down, lean over, stand up, all for just about 1 or 2 seconds. That just really gets my heart rate up. And then I just throw in normal spinning. At that point, my heart rate's up, and it's pretty easy for me to keep the tempo up. I do wear my heart rate monitor just to make sure that my heart rate is pretty high, because otherwise I will just like be coasting. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. I hope you guys enjoy, and it gives you some ideas on how to get a good workout on a spin bike.